So today we are doing a review of a Colossus movie called Small Things Like These. This is the new Cillian Murphy film starring Cillian Murphy, or should I say Killian Murphy? I never remember what's the correct way to say it. I love his name though, it's a great name. Also starring Emily Watson, Eileen Walsh, directed by Tim Mylance. What is this film about? So this film is about it's sort of set in. I don't really know when it's set. I think it's set in the 80s in Ireland, um, and it's got the Cillian Murphy character. He owns a some kind of coal factory type thing, and he basically just delivers coal to people, and people make orders, and he delivers coal. It's obviously a very very cold winter coming up, and he's quite a brooding sort of silent type. He's got a family, and one of the places that he has to deliver coal to is a nunnery, a convent, I guess, where there's lots of girls there, I guess, training to be nuns or just at school. And he's delivering coal, and he finds one of those girls locked outside in the freezing cold in their sort of coal shed. And I guess the film is really it's really him just sort of wrestling with himself about what to do about the situation, knowing full well that, if he causes too many waves, it could mean a lot of trouble for him. Like, his daughters go to the school run by the church. The church have a lot of power especially in Ireland, especially in those days, and it's really about him sort of struggling with the dilemma of, should I help this girl who's obviously not been treated right in this school, as many people have not been treated right in the Christian religion. I don't know if they're Protestants or Catholics. I'm so sorry, guys. I know they're very different, but I don't know. They look similar to me. So yeah, what did I think of this film? It's a very mellow film. It's very low key. The premise sounds exciting, right? The premise sounds like something I'd be interested in. It's a real struggle of your own sort of morality and ethics. What are you going to do in this situation? But I don't know, the execution of it, because he's a strong silent type, the execution of it is just, it's just sort of Cillian Murphy washing his hands and just, intensely thinking. He doesn't say much. It's him sitting down at the table with his family, and they're just having a normal family dinner, but Cillian Murphy's intensely sort of, I guess, contemplating. He wakes up in the night, sits down, opens his curtains in the middle of the night, and just sort of intensely, I guess, ruminates. And there's a part where he has to go into the convent and have a dialogue with the head nun, I guess. That might be what they're called. And she's sort of saying, hey, here's some money, slyly giving him some money. Don't tell anyone about this. Don't cause any waves. And it's him sort of intensely listening. He just does a lot of intense acting. It's very intense. And it's kind of frustrating. If I'm honest with you, it's frustrating. I find it a bit annoying. Like when his wife's like, what's wrong? Why are you so quiet all the time? And he intensely contemplates that question and then goes, I think I've got a cold. I just find it quite frustrating to watch. And he's on the verge of hyperventilating like the whole film. There's a lot of breathing, because I guess the effort of such intense contemplation made him run out of breath sometimes. Like, he's got the weight of the whole world in his shoulders. And I know that the situation is tricky. And if I was in this situation, I would be intensely thinking about, what the hell am I going to do here? What's the right thing to do? My family could get in trouble if I do something, but if I do nothing, am I ethically and morally... Like, I get it. There is intense amounts of consideration that has to be done. But as a film, like a storyline and the execution of it, it's heavy breathing and intense thinking most of the film, which yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it quite hit the mark for me. I verge. I verge on. I say that this is slightly boring. This film, a bit boring. I mean, Murphy is wonderful. Of course, he's a great actor. Very intense, super intense. But I don't know. I mean, I just need I need a little bit more. We need some plot points, some more plot points to happen. I guess we've got the main plot point, this one thing that happens, and then it's just sort of intense memory about how he was treated as a child, intense thinking about. I mean, you can tell that this is a character that wants to do good. There's some sense in him that he really does want to help in some way. He tries to give a little boy some money at one point. But yeah, I really, apart from that, not much happens in terms of plot. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a plot driven person, or if I am going to watch a character driven story rather than a plot driven story, I guess I'd like the character to be able to communicate a bit more and have. I don't know, like I get it. His acting is really great because he is conveying a lot through not saying anything. He's conveying a lot with the washing of his hands, getting the coal off, and sitting down and having a cup of tea. He's conveying lots of stuff, but it's just this quietness. It's a bit frustrating and annoying to watch, in my personal opinion. I think the film has the best of intentions, and I think it could be a launching off point for more stories like this to be told, but hopefully a little less boringly. I do recommend it though.